Hey guys, hey guys, today's morning word comes from Luke 22. As Jesus is getting ready to go to the cross, he says something very, I think, precious and intimate to his disciples, and then ultimately to us. Let's read. When the hour came, he reclined at the table, and the apostles with him. Then he said to them, I have fervently desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I tell you, I will not eat it again until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God. And then he took the cup, and after giving thanks, he said, Take this and share it among yourselves. For I tell you, from now on I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes. And he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them, and said, This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. In the same way he also took the cup and said, This is a cup of the New Testament in my blood. And let me shrink this down here, y'all. It says it is shed for you. Now, what is amazing about this when I look at this, and if you read John's rendering of this, in John 17 he actually prays. He says, Lord, I really want to be with them. I want to be with my disciples. And just keep that in mind right there. Because oftentimes, out of all the things that we take away, and there's a lot to take away from the gospel messages, the one thing we really should center in on is that Jesus wants to be with us. He really wants to be with us. Let's think about that. Let that ponder. He says, I fervently desired to have this Passover meal with you. I've desired this. And again, let that sink in, that Jesus really wants to be with us. And then this sentiment should be also shared among all of us, all of his body, his members, that we should be like Jesus in that we should desire to see and to be with one another, cherish one another. And you notice when he talked about the communion bread, he said, take it and share it among yourself. One of the biggest things about communion, it's not that it's a sacrament. That's a man-made concept, a sacrament. And by the way, the term sacrament means that these particular methods in which God dispenses grace, again, totally false. And it totally misses the point that Jesus was even sharing. The idea was that we're one. The one communion cup, the one bread, means that we're all one. It also means we're all one from one source. If we properly understand communion, how could we ever be racist? How could we ever be, feeling superior or inferior? Okay, we can't. If we have a proper view of what Jesus is saying, he's saying, hey, one, I want to be with you. And then two, here is the blood and body that is shed and broken for you. That puts us all on the same level. We all look at Jesus and come from a point of Jesus and says, hey, Jesus, we're one with you. And the greatest, I think, thought that should run in our minds is that he wants to be with us. All right, guys, that's the morning word for this day. The next time I'll see you then.